Hey guys, it's Mathel here once again with the update on the Rage Vortex Voidforge Berserker. At this point the character's done a couple rounds of endgame and it has ridiculous damage. I think it's the best single target I've had so far. You know, we often say that, but it keeps coming true if things keep getting bigger and better. And in this case, this character does, I believe, have the biggest single target. At least most reliably for when you set it up. I'd say on average the explosive concoction had like better single target, just, you know, throw it into a random situation. But if you line up the right sort of setup with this type of a character with Rage Vortex, then it is pretty hard to beat on damage. Basically you just need to get a couple of your totems down. I am using some ascendancy jewels for Namahu's flame thing, whatever it's called, with some conversion to fire and some extra fire damage from the chieftain. If you line that up as well and then pop Berserk, for example, which I rarely want to do because it really starts to degen some of your rage, all of that probably puts me at like 50 million DPS, some shit like that. I don't think I've ever been globaling bosses quite as quickly or easily, and on top of that I skipped a Maven phase, which you'll see a bit later in the video, and I don't think I've ever done that either. So yeah, it can be really ridiculous. And I would have, if I wanted actual damage, originally I was planning to take the chieftain totem nodes, Tukahama's something I think it was, but they were like 10x total and I didn't really want to go that hard. And then on top of that, if you really want to go hard with Rage Vortex, of course, Omni, Omniscience Amulet would probably double, maybe triple the DPS I currently have. Because the biggest problem with the build is, you know, damage-wise that is getting penetration. I've only got a little bit coming from Trinity, and that's it. Besides that, still really big damage. It's kind of crazy that it pulls that out with how little penetration we end up getting. But the real big strength of the entire skill is essentially that you get to pop Intimidating Cry and then have double damage for the entire duration of that Rage Vortex that you pop out. So with that interaction, it just gets to go over the top of most other skills you could put in its place. But there's going to be much more comfortable skills to play with a Void Forge, like for example Bladestorm. In the exact same setup, I personally have enjoyed Bladestorm in past Void Forge builds a lot more. This character, while it had extremely thick DPS and overall like a good enough playstyle to take you places, I didn't really love personally. Did not really love the the Rage Vortex playstyle, because you kind of just throw out one big spinny boy and then do kind of nothing and just line up the next one. And if you have to throw out too many too quickly during like thicker pack sizes and more beyonds and all that, then you just get fallen behind and a bit overwhelmed. Not really fun with the whole chain breaker playstyle and building into it, but you know, it's a different thing and different strokes for different folks. Some people do actually really enjoy this. And this MTX that you're seeing right now is just the illusionist weapon. So Rage Vortex takes on the appearance of whatever weapon you're kind of throwing, because it just throws your weapon, and it's pretty blinding, so I wouldn't really recommend it for very long. Also just straight up pay to lose because you can't see any of the mechanics underneath it, but bit of a novelty. So these are the Maven phases, ridiculous damage, and yeah, not really sure what else to say. If you went Secrets of Suffering and Omni, I'd say it's probably going to be the biggest DPS you'd realistically have without doing some really dumb shit. So yeah, character's kind of over. You can check out the gear and all that. Nothing too special, but pretty finely tuned. I'll leave you with the feared fight on this character. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. I think it is way harder to recover with Itsiri in the arena than it is with Chiyola in the arena. Like if Chiyola's not doing his spin attack, he's not super threatening, whereas Itsiri's always doing dog shit. My cast res is terrible, that's why I want to go with Chiyola first. No, I'll try doing Itsiri first, fuck it. Alright, so we gotta wait for this to line up a bit better. God, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this. Okay. I waited too long, I think, still. To go and do stuff. I didn't press Berserk. Oh god. Go, 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 go.
I agree with Methel. I agree with Methel.
Okay, that's just way more realistic, honestly.
I agree with
And we
Methel.
do get our Chiola fucking thing back. It's just way more realistic to recover without its area in the zone. Guess I just underestimated how
I agree
fucking
with
stupid
Methel.
its area is throughout that entire recovery phase. So without its area, I'm just kind of like running around building rage, and it's
I agree
okay.
with Methel.